And it's interesting too, just to break it up for a moment. We're ready to send these riders off. There we go. Our starter giving the signal, sending them out in pairs. And the prologue commencing for our junior small wheels. Some great shots here from our team with a lot of cameras posted here on the first couple of corners. There'll be some intriguing drone shots as well throughout the weekend. We are thoroughly looking forward to that. You see them all going here in groups of 2. How nice does the track look at the moment, resembling a bit of chocolate cake. Kenny Reid has done an absolutely unbelievable job. He was telling me he struck a bit of a snag yesterday, but he overcame that out in the salt fields with one of the tractors. But what a huge effort to prepare a 38-kilometre loop, if you don't mind. Many months of work, of course, going into it. Cannot do something like that in the blink of an eye. There's a 699 of Hunter Henderson. He's getting ready to be unleashed here. Oscar Tyndall likewise on the 855. Brock Farrow on the 46, standing by pensively awaiting his opportunity. There's a 699 just on screen there a few moments ago, Hunter Henderson. So we'll do our best to, obviously with so many riders, it's hard to get on the camera for every single competitor. We'll certainly do our best. Cooper McCulley on the 605. Here he comes past the hay bales, blasting his way through Penrite corner. Gee, what a beautiful day as well. You can see now it was a little pea soupy early on, but that fog now well and truly starting to lift. This is what we love. The adrenaline will be absolutely pumping through the veins of these young shredders as we unleash them. Of course, the prologue, very important to give yourself an early look. You want to get away, be at the pointy end, and that's what they will all be striving for here. So the 611 of Lachlan McPherson, he was on screen a few moments ago. The 413, not sure if that was Xavier Brown on the 423, but we continue to release them here in pairs. Have a look at them grabbing a couple of gears here, working their way up towards this right-hander. Already looking nice and sandy. Look at them kicking up a fair bit of roost. The number 15 cruising through, I think that's Ambrose Fraser for RCF Engineering. So they're already just starting to bunch up here. You can see them with an additional camera shot now just being beamed to you guys. So the prologue for these competitors, I think it's around about 3 Ks. It's going to be 7 Ks for the seniors a little bit later on. As we said, really important to try and put your best foot forward, particularly if you want to be a part of the big show and a strong chance of figuring in the top 3 results a little bit later on in class. So huge thanks to all of our sponsors, of course, GBM Consulting and Miller Quarries, a couple of companies that have been behind this event for a long, long time. KW, Earth Moving and Concreting as well. We say a big thanks to them. M1 Tyres, now also located in Mildura, City Heart, 155 9th Street, Mildura. Some pretty cool deals on at the moment. Purchased 4 Bridgestone tyres, I believe, and you get the 4th one on the house. So you might want to go and catch up with the team, M1 Tyres. We thank them very much indeed for their support. We mentioned Mototech a little bit earlier. The tougher it is, the better it gets. Of course, they can look after not only your KTM needs, but for Triumph as well. Your local Triumph dealer. And I must say the Triumph really starting to make its mark here in Australia. The Winners Triumph Racing Team really starting to kick some goals as far as the Oz Pro MX Championship is concerned. So we're continuing to release these young racers. Some great shots here as we see these competitors attacking the first couple of corners. We want to say a big thanks to the Gateway Mildura as well. What a great spot it is. The Jets ahead in there, out on the deck. It is a beautiful spot. The chicken burgers, the steaks there, absolutely on point. You want a great atmosphere, nice and friendly and relaxed. The Gateway Mildura is certainly the place to go. You can't miss them on 15th Street, Mildura, just next to the shopping precinct. So having a look at the past winners in this event. John and myself were chatting about this last night, but Craig Rutherford, the inaugural winner back in 1998. Andy Hayden, the South Australian motocross legend, he picked up the win in 99, and Warren Smart was second. But then Warren Smart, he got on an absolute tear. 4 wins on the trot. Glenn Carney picked up a win in 2004. Craig Carmichael, former Australian 125 motocross champ, he picked up a win, Kari, in 2005. Brad Williscroft in 2006. Then Ben Grabham took a win in 2007. Warren Smart grabbed another one, his 5th victory in 2008. Benny Grabham win number 2 in 2009. And a guy by the name of Toby Price managed to string together a hat-trick. Josh Green in 2013. Toby Price again back-to-back in 2014 and 15. Ty Simmons in 2016. And Daniel Milner, the first of his victories in 2017. Chucky Sanders in 2018. The Dakar champ nowadays himself. Daniel Milner, another one in 29 and back-to-back in 21. Not held in 2020 due to COVID. Chucky Sanders, another in 2022. Mason Simmons in 23. And as many of you will be well aware, Callum Norton got the job done last year, followed by Angus Reardon and Jack Simpson. Jack Simpson appeared very determined last night at Sign-On, that's for sure. Perhaps with a mechanical issue with only one lap to go after he'd led for the majority of the race last year. He'll be looking for some sort of redemption, but as we know, this race, it is gnarly. It can throw absolutely everything at you, and anything can happen over 4 hours of monumental racing. Notice we've also got a Junior Encouragement Award as well. Throughout the course of the junior competition, the committee certainly seeking positive feedback from track officials and outriders on a junior small wheel and junior big wheel competitor that display exceptional behaviour. The rider that stops to make sure a fellow rider is okay after a fall. The rider that, to the detriment of themselves, places someone else's welfare in front of a finisher's trophy. These are the riders that our officials look out for, and these are the behaviours that we reward. We thank Total Tools for proudly sponsoring our Junior Encouragement Award. So a few more live shots coming your way at the moment. Looks as though all pairs have been dispatched on their prologue. Lawson Ryan on the 353, I think it is. Yep, we can see Lawson on the back of his jersey there. Always good for us commentators. Nice clear number on the jersey. Even the name absolutely helps. And have a look at that nice berm starting to form there. So we're now heading into our live drone shots. Cannot beat the fun of getting out there on the motorcycle. Yeah, be a little bit fresh, a little bit cool early on, but the sun is out. Be a lot worse, I think, if we were experiencing cloudy conditions. So having a look at our run sheet for today. Of course, we've just seen the sighting lap and the prologue for our junior small wheel riders. So that's where we're at the moment. So we'll be looking to move on, of course. The junior big wheel, I think, will be coming out for their sighting lap and their prologue as well. That will be next. And we're looking for our junior small wheel riders to come out and get ready to hit the racetrack. So whenever you're